Hi, I'm Joel and this is a screencast for a building information modeling class at Minnesota State University Mankato, and today I'll be showing you how to integrate a 3D Revit model into Autodesk Quantity Takeoff. Once you have a completed 3D Revit model, the first thing you need to do is export it into a DWF file. To do that, you click this Revit drop-down menu, select Export, DWF file, and you can leave all these options as set to default and go ahead and save your file. Now we are ready to load our file into Autodesk Quantity Takeoff. So we can go ahead and start a new project, name it. I'll call this Quantity Takeoff Example. You can leave your units as imperial and currency as the US dollar. I will use the CSI 16 division for simplicity reasons. Now we have to add our drawing. And finish. Once your file is finished loading, it will be displayed here in the canvas area. Now there are a couple ways to perform a quantity takeoff. One way is to do it by selection, which is under the Takeoff tab. With this selection, your entire model must be taken off individually by selecting each component. However, this can become extremely tedious and time consuming. So we will use the model takeoff command. This will perform a comprehensive quantity takeoff of all the materials within the model, and after a few passes, the software will place all these materials in the Takeoff tab on the left side of your screen. In the Takeoff tab, you will see a default list of the 16 CSI divisions, in addition to a new group of items that were just taken off from your model moments ago. You can expand these to see a breakdown of each individual item contained in your model, such as windows, ceilings, curtain panels, and so on. Now it's time to apply prices to your materials. One downside of Autodesk Quantity Takeoff is that it does not have any preloaded unit costs that you might find in other softwares such as Sage Timberline Estimating. This means we must go through each item and add a material and labor price. Before we can apply unit prices, we need to select a unit of measure for the material. For example, windows are usually taken off as each, or in this software case, as count. After our unit of measure is specified, we can give the unit a cost. To do this, simply right-click on your unit and select Properties. Go over to Cost Data and type in your material cost. In this case, I will say that the window is $200 and the price to install it is $100. Hit Apply and then OK. You should now go through and repeat the same process for all of the materials in your takeoff. When finished, all of the materials will be placed in a workbook window at the bottom of your screen. This is another great feature of Quantity Takeoff in my opinion, because it can be used to report all of the quantities and respective costs. To create a report, go to the Report tab and select Custom Report. Give it a name, and I like to use the report type as Group Items Only. You must also add your model over to the selected area, and then create report. As you can see, my computer is failing to load the report. I believe this is due to the fact that I am using the free student version of the software, which cannot be used for business purposes. However, the report will look similar to the workbook, so I will use it for demonstration. The report will show your total cost, which is shown here as $221,169.32, and below that will be a more detailed breakdown of each item and their associated costs. From here, you can either save the report to a PDF, export it to another software, or print it off. I think this is another quality feature of QTO because it allows distribution of your takeoff to the necessary party in the construction process, such as the architect, to submit a schedule of values, for example. This concludes my tutorial on how Autodesk QTO can be integrated with a 3D Revit model to quickly and accurately perform a takeoff. Quantity Takeoff can be purchased as an Autodesk package that includes Revit and other construction software, starting around $2,500. It can also be downloaded as a free trial to see if it is the right Quantity Takeoff software for you. However, it should be noted that it is not yet compatible with Apple operating systems, which may be an issue for some firms. I hope this screencast gave you a better understanding of the features of QTO in addition to some pros and cons associated with it. Feel free to ask me any questions that you might have, and thanks for watching.